It was so funny. I was like, what? And then right after that, she said, have you seen Wuthering Heights? And I said, no. And she's like, well, be careful and bring a maxi pad with you because you'll slide right off theater seats.
First of all,
and then she hung up the phone.
I don't understand the Wuthering Heights reference. What is that even supposed to mean?
Well, because it's very sexy. Like there's
Wuthering
a lot of
Heights?
Yes.
I don't remember it being sexy.
Well, this is like a modernized version, and apparently
it's a new one.
Terrible. Apparently it's terrible, but the best thing about it is like the So she told me to be prepared, and I was like, I don't really want to see it because I've heard it's really bad.
I
don't know.
Anyway.
Hit the damn record.
Hit the damn record. See we record something.
Yeah. Hold on, who you bang, bang.
PremiumBeat.com.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend. Welcome to the Unlikely Frenz Podcast,
where two friends living abroad talk about race, race relations, and
how we feel about it, what it means to us,
and everything in between. Sometimes. So, dear friends, if you are watching us on YouTube, you follow us on Facebook, and you are listening to us on Spotify, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when we post a new video. So, ding, ding, baby, ding, ding.
Ding a ding. I can't use both of my hands because look what happens.
I know.
We're doing a different setup, guys. Sorry about the different setup. We're trying different things here.
It's okay.
New house.
Look.
New me.
You know what I say? It's a new day. It's a new
day.
There was a Polish singer. She was she became famous off of a song called New Day. It's gonna be a new day for you. New day for you.
I don't know.
What was her name? She became real famous in America off of that song. I can't remember her name. Basha. That was her name.
I don't know who Basha is.
Yeah.
But the only day song I think about is Sunny Days.
Everything's A-okay.
Mm-hmm.
Da, da, da,
all right.
Da, da.
What are we talking about today?
We are going to be talking about something that be making me mad.
Oh. What is that?
This topic really it
burns your biscuit.
Burns my biscuit. I was just going to say it flares me up. It really does. It flares me up. Let's be absolutely clear about something right off rip.
Go for it.
We're talking about anti-Blackness. And anti-Blackness is not only practiced by white people. No. And that's a comfortable myth. And lets a lot of people off the hook. And when I say a lot of people off the hook, I mean actually other minorities who practice anti-Blackness. The truth is so ugly. Anti-Blackness shows up in all communities, all over the world, including communities that also experience discrimination.
Yeah, and nobody wants to talk about it, right? They don't want to say that part out loud. because a lot of groups build their political identity around being victims of racism. But at the same time, some of those same communities repeat the same exact anti Black stereotypes that they claim to oppose. They'll, let's just say, you go to church on Sunday and then on Monday it's a different story. It's the same thing.
Hey!
They'll protest discrimination, and then the next day they'll repeat anti-Black points.
You better preach, Preacher Desma. You better preach. You better preach because, yeah, you're right. Because, you hear it in everyday conversations. Don't move into that neighborhood. Don't date Black people. Black people are dangerous. Black people are lazy. I'm sorry. Really? These aren't new ideas. These are century-old anti-Black narratives that have traveled around the world because of colonialism.
Proximity to whiteness has always been a kind of like survival technique, right? In societies, in many societies, some minority groups are quietly taught that if they distance themselves from Black people culturally, politically, they're treated better. So what happens? Blackness becomes the line that no one wants to cross.
And that line, it shows up in business. It shows up in housing. It shows up in immigration debates. It shows up in policing and even pop culture. Now, we all know that people will consume Black music, Black fashion, Black slang, Black creativity, but still hold deep anti-Black attitudes about Black people, actual Black people. They love the culture, but they distrust the people. They want the rhythm, but don't want the blues.
It's the truth. Definitely. And we see it all around the world. We see it globally in diaspora communities, in immigrant communities, in media from around multiple countries. Colorism, anti-Black jokes, anti-Black beauty standards, anti-Black marriage taboos show up everywhere. And it's the same hierarchy repeating itself again and again and again. And the darker you are, the less human you're treated. I know for certain it definitely happens here in Turkey. And I mean, you can speak more on that, but there are communities here that would openly use the N-word and have no idea what it means,
Yeah.
what the connotations are.
Yeah.
You know?
You mostly find a lot of anti-Blackness in the South Asian and Latin communities. I met 3 Indian people, and they were just as dark as me, if not darker, but still had these horrible anti-Blackness views. And I'm like, but you're darker than me. So how could you, and Latin people, they're always taught to marry someone lighter than them. Like if someone is Black or someone is dark, just like here in Turkey, not so much in Turkey, but they don't want any, darkness in their family. Darkness, as I say in air quotes, in their family. They don't want anybody with dark skin in their family because they think they are, the proximity to whiteness is like, and you are not white. You are not white. No matter how much you try to be white, you're not. And you see also in South Korean culture as well. They have like this huge anti-black ideology, but love K-pop, and K-pop is nothing but Korean R&B. That's all it is. And where does R&B come from? Black America. Now, let's
Right.
just say something that might make listeners uncomfortable. Experiencing racism does not automatically make someone anti racist. Some people respond to discrimination by building solidarity. Others respond by trying to step over the next group below them.
Yeah. And historically, Black communities have often been expected to show solidarity with everyone else's struggles while receiving very little solidarity in return. And when immigration policies are debated, when policing expands, when housing discrimination happens, Black communities are frequently used as the warning example, right? We don't want our neighborhoods to turn into that, you know?
And let's call that what it is.
Mhm.
Anti-Blackness being used as social currency. People distance themselves from Blackness because they believe it buys them safety, respectability, or access to power, or proximity to whiteness. But here's the irony. These systems that are built on racial hierarchy never stop at one group. The same systems that target Black communities eventually expand outward. History has proven this time and time and time again.
Yeah. So if we're going to be serious about dismantling racism, then everyone has to do the uncomfortable work. We all have to get a little bit uncomfortable. And we're not just pointing at white supremacy. We're not just talking about discrimination when it affects you, but confronting anti-Blackness inside our own communities and inside your families, inside your homes, inside media, inside your cultural norms. If you like what you're seeing, if you like what you're hearing, like, share, and subscribe.
You know, and you're absolutely right, because anti-Blackness does not survive on its own. It survives because millions of people across many different communities keep repeating it, sometimes quietly, sometimes casually, sometimes while claiming they're against racism.
Real solidarity means refusing to participate in that system, even when it benefits you. And that means telling uncomfortable truths, even when the room gets quiet.
Especially then.
Yeah, I'm 100% certain that I am treated differently because of how I look. And yes, that is a step forward, but it's important for me to understand that that is true. And it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to talk about it.
It
But
is
it's the truth.
uncomfortable to talk about it. And, you know, just to circle back, because you look the way you do, they have this, like I said before, this longing for proximity to whiteness. That's why you see there are billion-dollar industries in India, billion-dollar industries in South Korea on with these skin lightening creams. They are completely obsessed with being white. Look, before we end this episode, I just want to say something quite plain. Anti-Blackness survives because too many people benefit from it. Not just the powerful, not just governments, not just institution, regular, everyday people, neighbors, co-workers, communities that know exactly what discrimination feels like, but still choose to participate in the same hierarchy when it's convenient. And the hierarchy always has the same bottom: Black. That doesn't happen by accident. For centuries, the world has taught a lie that Blackness meant danger, inferiority, criminality, chaos. That lie was printed in textbooks, preached in church, written into law, and broadcast through media until people stopped questioning it. And once a lie like that has become normal, dangerous things happen. People stop seeing it. They repeat it casually. They laugh at it. They pass it down to their children like family tradition. And then they say something remarkable, unbelievable. I'm not racist. But here's the truth. Most people don't want to confront. If you repeat the stereotypes, if you stay silent when they're said, if you benefit from a system that pushes Black people to the bottom and you never challenge it, then, whether you like it or not, whether you like the label or not, you are participating in anti-Blackness. Silence protects it. Denial feeds it. Comfort sustains it. And the world has been comfortable with Black suffering for such a long time, comfortable with watching Black communities over-policed, comfortable with watching Black neighborhoods underfunded, comfortable consuming Black culture while disrespecting Black lives. Comfortable. As long as the system keeps working the way it has. But here's the part of history that keeps moving. Every system built on dehumanizing people eventually exposes the people who tolerated it. Not just the architects, the bystanders, the people who said nothing, the people who laughed at that joke, the people who quietly believed the stereotype. One day, those choices become part of the historical record. The future generations will ask a very simple question. When you knew anti-Blackness was real, when you saw it operating in plain sight, did you challenge it? Or did you help it survive? That question isn't rhetorical. History is still waiting for the answer. Okay, friend.
Fran. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, and again, Desma, thanks for talking about this topic.
Thanks for letting me learn. Ding!
You and your dings today. So, dear friends, if you are watching us on YouTube and you follow us on Facebook and you listen to us on Spotify, please like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when we post a new video. So, ding, ding, baby. Ding, ding.
Ding a ding. And happy Women's Month, everybody.
Absolutely.
Woohoo! Go women.
Go women. Bye.
Bye.
Deuces.
Yeah.